live. This recording is in the public domain about Todd Sterling, TAP CEO, Tracker Stalker. Go ahead, guest 5 and Shelley's.
Okay, I just wanted to make a quick statement. I tried to speak to Derek at FFCHS tonight on his talk show program and ask him why he was promoting TAPSCO, TAPS Foundation, Roy Todd Sterling, TrackerStalker.com, or any of the other aliases that he uses. He had him on apparently for a show that went 3 hours. He was supposed to be on tonight, which is why I called in, because I wanted to speak to Roy Todd Sterling personally about the way he had been attacking myself and a number of other people, and the scam that he's running where he's harvesting gang stalking victims and crime victims. Derek would not answer me. I was muted. Derek did say that if people that had personal experiences and information about what Roy Todd Sterling is doing, that they should call in. I repeatedly tried to call back. They wouldn't let me speak. Nick has been kind enough to allow this time to let me and a couple other people make the statements that FFCHS wouldn't allow. This Roy Todd Sterling, who is supposedly running this nonprofit foundation, he's calling it the TAPS Foundation, has been doing some very, very dangerous things and has been targeting people that have contacted him when they were hoping to find some help with a gang stalking or targeting situation. From my experiences over the last year and a half or so, since I've had the misfortune of coming in contact with the TAPS Foundation, he also calls himself TAPSCO, TAPSCEO. When I realized what he was doing, that he was, number one, trying to make money off of crime victims through a number of various scams that he's running, and number two, apparently is somebody who is quite violent and quite dangerous from his own postings, that he has threatened many, many people, has said that he's going to, when he finds out where they live, he's going to come to their town, he's going to show up at their door, he's going to knock their teeth down their throat, he's going to have them drinking and breathing through a straw, he's going to get them put in mental institutions, he's going to have them jailed. He's made up all kinds of false statements and posted them all over the internet, and mostly from what I've seen, the people that he's currently targeting are people that have exposed what he's doing and the scam that he's running, and I'm also including everybody that's connected with him, because if they see what he is putting out and are promoting what he's doing, they are just as legally liable and just as dangerous as he is, and they have no excuse for promoting this person and what he's doing other than if they are actually perpetrators themselves. And a number of people have said that what I'm saying is slander and libel, and that I shouldn't say it if Todd's not there to defend himself. But everything that I'm saying is documented on his own channels and what he's doing. And one of the reasons that it's very important to me to speak up about this and get as public about it as I can is that some of the scams that he is running, he has most recently said that he wants to have people pay him a monthly fee to put cameras and microphones in their homes and monitor them 24/7 it's so frightening, because I've seen, like I said, from what I've seen, from what he's doing, he's put out videos saying that he's also a licensed private investigator, which is not true. His so-called foundation, his nonprofit foundation, where he's trying to get grants and asking people to donate, he is not registered as a nonprofit foundation anywhere that I've been able to find. This business about putting cameras in people's homes and having people monitor them for a fee is just scaring me to death, that he might be getting people who are targeted and already crime victims to have him be watching you in your home 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. He's also posted that he's setting up what he's calling safe houses. It's somewhere in Ohio, that he's got a waiting list of people that are targeted individuals that want some safe place to live, and that he's going to be running these houses and gathering these people that are crime victims. And now this is somebody that has posted in 10 different places, including his own channel, where he laughed about one of his favorite phrases is, they put the lotion on or they get the hose again, which is a quote from The Silence of the Lambs, of that psychotic serial killer that kidnapped women and threw them in a pit in the basement of his house and forced them to put lotion on their skin, so that when he skinned them, that he had lots of nice skin to use for one thing or another. Now, and he's laughing about this. He posted in a number of places, and he and OSI, Organized Stalking 3, and now they're calling themselves Organized Stalking Informers because they got their channel shut down. But both of those groups told me that if I didn't shut up, they would make my life hell for months to come, which is exactly what they've done. They have contacted people that I have identified as some of the people that have been harassing and targeting and abusing me, have contacted them. They know that they're neighbors of mine. They have posted my personal information, my landlord's personal information, family members, friends have posted that I am mentally ill, living alone with no backup, no protection, then posted my address, encouraged people to harass and abuse me, have called myself and at least 4 other people that I know of, called us crackheads, pedophiles, lesbians, mentally ill, anything he could think of.
I was one of those people. I was one of those people. I am one of those people. He's continuing.
Yeah, and his postings on that are still up. And to have other groups that are supposedly trying to help victims of targeting and this kind of serial abuse and endangerment, and I really do, I mean, this has risen to the level of being attempted murder on some of these things. He has posted in 3 different places that I've seen, and one of them is on this other YouTube channel that I had identified as being this psychotic neighbor who is a convicted sexual predator of children, mind you, a 6-year-old, that they are watching my home, that as soon as I step out of the door, they're going to come and get me. They said that they're going to try and they're going to tell the prosecuting attorney to put me in a psych ward and do this and say that they're going to try and get me banned from the internet for 30 years. Now, in all these threats that they're making, they never say why
I have a helicopter.
I should be sued, why I should be jailed.
Flying right over my house as we're talking. Sorry, I just want to throw that out there. Unbelievable.
And he knows that these people know where I live, that I have been stalked, abused. They've tried to run me off the road. They've tried to set me up repeatedly for false criminal charges that I've beaten so far. He has said that he has contacted two of the local corrupt deputies that are involved with this and that are involved with this sexual predator that's my neighbor, and given them his Friend of the Month award, and that he's working with them to make sure that I get put in jail. This is just appalling. And to have groups that are supposedly supposedly advocates for people that are being targeted and abused, regardless of who's doing the targeting and what the reasons for it are, whatever. But they're promoting themselves as being groups that are supposedly helping crime victims. And from what I've seen from TAPSCO, Taps Foundation, OSI, and his affiliated people that he's got listed on his channel, all they are doing is harvesting victims, getting their name and phone number and information and internet information. They have hacked at least 6 people that I know of. They are monitoring our communications on the internet because they've been able to hack our internet functions through YouTube and the email that's connected with YouTube. He put up a video saying that with his, investigative skills, because he supposedly was a drug task force MP in Germany, and that now he's a private investigator, that he was able to find my name and address and all this stuff through tracking my IP address, which is absolutely flat out false. He got whatever information he got from contacting the people that have been abusing me, that are neighbors of mine. He's using my name and my information to promote this scam that he's running, saying that he got all this information using his investigative skills, and that I'm a gang stalker and I'm a perp, and this is what we're going to do to people like her. He's using me as a means to try and show people that, he's this great investigator, and that, this is how he's going to punish people that he's decided are this or that or the other thing. And I'm just really fearful for the public in general about what this guy and his affiliates are doing. Especially, like I said, this business about having people on his Track-A-Stalker site. He says that for $10, he'll post anybody's name and personal information and their license plates. Anybody who wants to can call in or get hold of him, pay him $10, and he'll post this stuff. They don't have to prove anything. They don't have to prove anything about what these people might be doing. He is just running a harassment financial scam, and it's really dangerous. And like I said, now he's expanding that he wants to put cameras in people's homes and monitor them, for $25 or $50 a month or whatever. He's supposedly going to be videotaping and monitoring people. And I'm hoping that people aren't going to fall for this, but I know from my own experience and from people I've spoken to, people that have been targeted for years, are so desperate for some help that when they have somebody that says to them, hey, I will help you, I'm this and I'm that, and I will do whatever I can, we got to bring these people to justice. That's how he suckered me in. But after a few contacts with him and a few of the things that I saw that he did, and the repercussions that it had on myself, I mean, within hours of him threatening these people that are my neighbors, like I said, I had my bedroom windows smashed in at 1 o'clock in the morning, my home and my car vandalized. This is some really, really dangerous stuff that's going on, and he needs to be exposed, and that includes organized stalking 3 or organized stalking informers, what they're calling themselves now. This Rob's OSI, apparently this FFCHS, that this is nothing but harvesting victims for their own nefarious purposes. What Todd Sterling apparently is doing is mostly for financial gain, from what it looks like. But this has got to be exposed and stopped, and I'm just putting out my story and making my statement that I've got all the proof that anybody needs for this. They can contact me. He has violated at least 15 laws that I know of, state and federal. This is conspiracy against rights. It's really, really endangering myself and others, and it's got to stop.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
It's also worth mentioning that 2 other businesses that he's doing, one of them you briefly touched upon because that's a recent development, but he's doing a relocating of TIs into different facilities that he claims he has available for them to move into, and whether he's paying for the rent or it's going to be subsidized or how they're supplying that, I don't know, but it's in the state of Ohio. He also has another business which is out of the state of Ohio that he claims that he will be willing to do, which I don't understand because it's
The Bills Be Gone bankruptcy?
Yeah, but he says he has a bankruptcy business called Bills Be Gone. And they, I know, actually are a business. However, they are not registered. They've had complaints with the Better Business Bureau. They're not registered with the Better Business Bureau. So I know that much, and that's another thing. If he's offering free bankruptcies, you know, how in the hell that...
No, he's not. He's not offering free bankruptcies. You have to pay him $125 for some form that he and his family has put together on top of your bankruptcy filing fees. But again, to me, this is what they're doing with the Bills Be Gone, is he's getting people that are down and out, are desperate, to give him all their financial information, you know, their names, address, phone number, their bank accounts. This is just really frightening.